YouTube. So today I want to talk about the topic, it is the way it is, as the title says. And what it's basically about is about creating a peace of mind while you're trying to excel in life. Because you can't have demons constantly on your back while you're chasing your dreams or excelling in life, becoming successful, or whatever it is you're doing. Of course, there's demons will always be there. I have demons, but they aren't as present in my life as they used to be, because I've learned to sort of accept things that I can't change, and forgive when I need to forgive, and when it's possible, and just let go of some things. But these things are still in my life, but they aren't as dominating in my life and in my mindset and in my mentality anymore. Although sometimes they do attack. I'm just gonna say it vaguely like that and not go into details. And one of the things is that you need to realize when it comes to accepting things in life, because sometimes you just need to accept things in life, because sometimes things just are the way they are and we can't change that. And that is that everybody has at all parts of your life, and like when you get married, when you have kids, there'll always be something that stresses you, something that causes you to feel anxious, something that may make you feel sad, and just generally bad emotions. There will always be something in everybody's life at all times. There will always be something, whether it be small or big, significant or not. There will always be something nagging, something that makes them a little anxious, whether it's just work or something more serious. And then of course define what's serious, and once you learn to cope with the fact that this is just a part of life, that everybody has something they can't really change about their life that isn't that necessarily that good for them, you will learn to cope with it. Or if you want to cope with it, you'll learn to cope with it, because everybody has that something that they have to just accept, something that's just part of life, and it'll always be part of your life. Something will always be in your life that you wish you could change, but you cannot. So then, I go further on to this topic of things you can change and things you cannot change. There are things that you can change in life. For example, your health. If you're miserable with your health, change it. Things you can change, do change things you can't change. But things you cannot change, you have to end up letting them be. Because these are, for example, situations or persons in your life that are douchebags or whatever, or hurting you. You can't change them, or you most likely can't change them. There's a saying that people don't change, and I think that's pretty true. And especially if someone's hurting you in your life and you try to change them, you keep wishing that person will change, and it's gone a long time and it hasn't happened. You need to accept that person is just the way it is, and the situation is just the way it is, because some things, as I said, we cannot change. And when you realize that you need to leave it alone and just deal with it like that, or you need to realize that you need to leave it alone. You need to stop pouring energy into this situation, this person, whatever, because this energy is being directed towards this negative situation instead of towards positive things in your life. And you can't see, you might not be able to see opportunities that you would have if you were thinking in another direction. So, but also don't try to run away from situations, but accept that this is the way it is, and I'll do what I can to make it better, but not necessarily change if it's not possible, because many times it isn't possible. So yeah, don't use all your energy on something you cannot change. And of course, first you gotta realize that this is actually something I can't change. I keep thinking and hoping that I can change this, but I can't. And you gotta just settle down and say, okay, I'll leave it and I'll try to think about other stuff, and sort of accept that it's just the way it is. And also you need to realize that in accepting that things are the way they are, for example, accepting a person's bad behavior, you're not necessarily accepting or excusing that person for behaving bad. That was just my dad that went up, and I always get distracted when people come by because I know that they're going to talk to me and then I'll be interrupted. Anyways, what I was talking about before I got interrupted so rudely was that in accepting something or someone, you're not saying that that person or the way that person is treating you or that event is okay, that it's fine to be treated that way, or you're not excusing anyone by accepting it. You're just saying that, okay, this is the way it is and I'll deal with it somehow, and but I won't let it hang over me and make me bitter and nag on me all day. Now someone's coming again. I was interrupted again, so I'm just gonna end this video by saying moral of the video is that some things you just have to accept to be able to live peacefully, but in accepting them means dealing with them in a way that is beneficial to you, which may not include changing someone or changing the situation, because sometimes it can't be changed because it's out of your control, and don't let such things, whatever it is, control your life and really dominate and make you bitter and make you hateful and carry a lot of negative emotion. Just try to somehow accept that this is just the way it is, and deal with it from there. But in accepting, it does not mean that whatever is happening is okay, is right, and it's fine. It's just that you are dealing with it without putting all your energy into it and, being bitter about it. So that was the moral of the story, and I'm sorry for all the interruptions, but I hope you liked it, and leave a comment below if you have any inputs. Okay, bye!